When the bullets started flying, I was running all over the place. I was like a cat with someone's just chopped his tail off. I didn't know what to do, where to go, but I was being whipped up with the sound of the bullets, and the bullets striking the walls, and bullets hitting iron railings and ricocheting. And then I saw this cinema, and I saw people running out of it. So I positioned myself without taking serious cover, and I just started plucking off these pictures as they came out of the cinema. And then this man came out, and without a shadow of doubt, he looks like a Sicilian bandit. Everybody who looks at that picture thinks it's a Hollywood still. They are convinced it's a still from a film. And it's the real thing. It's amazing. After him came some women running, and they'd put mattresses over their head, small single mattresses, thinking that would shield them from a bullet. And then a man came with a child, and I thought, God, I wish I was carrying that child, because I came from, I had a family, a young family of my own, so I was never without the right thinking balance to understand the atrocity of war against human beings, particularly women and children. I went to Vietnam over a period of several years. And the irony is that when the war ended, about 2 weeks before the war ended, I arrived to cover the fall of Saigon, and I was arrested at the airport, and they said I was a bad man and I was on a blacklist and I was to be expelled immediately. And in fact, I was expelled that day. I was put on a plane by courtesy of the Daily Mail, who were airlifting a whole load of Vietnamese orphans back to London. I was devastated because I wanted to be at the fall of Saigon. I just left the collapse of Phnom Penh in Cambodia. When the Khmer Rouge captured the city, I fled and was told by the editor, Harold Evans, to proceed to the fall of Saigon. So in fact, when the city of Saigon fell to the North Vietnamese, I'd already been expelled and out of the country. It was the first time I'd seen a massacre. First time I seen men herded into groups and mowed down because of, of the fact they have a different religion. And I was told to leave the area. A man said, if I see you taking any photos, I'll kill you. And you knew this man wasn't wasting his breath because he'd been killing everybody else he didn't like the look of. And I remember leaving the streets, and I was in great shock. And I heard music. And I looked in the street and I heard some music, and I thought, what's this? It's madness. It's like Fellini time, And then I saw a group of boys, one whom was playing a lute over the body of a dead Palestinian girl who was lying in this kind of February cold rain. And they said, "Mister, come and take this photo." And I thought, well, I've just been told I'll be killed if I... And I thought, you know something? I cannot resist. I cannot leave without getting this picture. It was like a kind of religious picture, kind of medieval religious kind of war. And I took this one frame and then I shot away. In the beginning of my life, I was just copying Hollywood, or trying to. But then when it came down to the real assessment of what I was doing, and I started to shape up a bit and get a bit wiser into, what was more important, the soldier who's trained to kill, or the innocent who don't want to be killed, who don't nothing to do with wars, the women and children. So in a way, I started concentrating on the victims who paid the real price of other people's misdemeanors. How do you equate for the imbalance of that human moment when you're alive one minute, you're attacking someone, you're dead the next, and you're a photographer, and what's this got to do with photography? What's it got to do with me? It's got to do with me because I'm there, but and why am I there? Because I love photography.